Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. A former Chief Minister of Montserrat has been jailed for 15 years. This story takes the lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Thursday, 22nd July 2021. Details when we return.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. A High Court judge on Monday sentenced former Chief Minister David Brandt to 15 years in jail after he had earlier been found guilty on 6 counts of sexual exploitation and 1 count of perverting the course of justice in Montserrat. But Brandt immediately indicated that he intends appealing the sentence, insisting that he had no physical contact with the young girls who were between the ages of 13 and 15 years when the crimes were alleged to have taken place. "I am not broken. I will not be broken. Do I look like a broken man?" said Brandt, who defended himself during the trial. Brandt, who served as Chief Minister in Montserrat from 1997 to 2001, told reporters he is confident of winning his appeal and having the verdict reversed. The court had set sentencing for July 14th, but the matter was postponed to Monday as the High Court awaited the social inquiry report that became available last Friday. In sentencing Brandt to prison, Justice Stanley Johns said that because the charges were so aggravated and that Brandt had used his position most notably as a senior lawyer in Montserrat, a wealthy person and a former chief minister, he was adding 18 years to the 7 and 9 year sentences that had been imposed on the sexual charges. On the 5 of the 6 counts of sexual exploitation, Brandt was given jail terms of 9 years, while on the 6th count he was jailed for 7 years. On the charge of perverting the course of justice, Brandt, who is in his 70s, was jailed for 15 years. The sentences are to run concurrently. In passing sentence, Justice Johns said that while there were some mitigating factors before the court, the aggravated nature of the charges far outweighed them. The judge spoke of the age of Brandt, his various illnesses, being immobile and having other medical challenges, as well as the 12 months he had been in prison awaiting trial. A number of prominent monstrations, including former acting Governor Sir Howard Fergus, made pleas on behalf of Brandt, but the judge said that their intervention did not come close to the violations against the children. In other news, tourism stakeholders in Barbados are already seeing increased airlift and hotel bookings from the United Kingdom. More in this Barbados Today news item.
It comes mere weeks after the easing of COVID-19 restrictions on travelers returning from the previously amber-listed island. The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association's Chief Executive Officer, Senator David Brandt, confirmed that owing to increasing demand, Virgin Atlantic will be providing at least 7 weekly flights from July 26th and 10 from August.
The projection is that we'll see occupancy around 32% at the end of July, 32% August, as well as September. And then in October, the projection is for 40% occupancy, with 54% in November and 55% in December. Almost instantaneously, with the Prime Minister of the UK indicating that Barbados was on the green list, members were reporting an increase in the number of bookings which they have been receiving. and that's a very positive and encouraging sign. Of course, one of the things that we would have seen too is that airlines are looking to increase the capacity with the type of aircraft they're utilizing, as well as the number of flights coming in. So, for example, Virgin Atlantic will be bringing their flagship Airbus A350 aircraft to Barbados in August. We will be seeing from the 25th of July, Virgin will have 7 flights a week, and then from the 8th of August, 10 flights a week. So the summer period is looking better. What I would have relayed to you, that represents the projection, but our expectation is that we will actually see performances that are better than what is presently being reflected in the forward bookings.
However, officials are worried that the fluctuating COVID-19 situation could place the country's green list designation and other current strides in jeopardy.
Any increase in cases is a concern for us, simply because we know that the source markets are looking on, right? And I don't believe that they will make a change just because of our marginal rise in cases. But certainly, once we have a rise, then there's the potential that once you do your contact tracing, etc., that you could discover more cases. And if it reaches a level where it really gets significant, then there is the risk that, so far, and if we talking particularly about the UK with their traffic system, potentially we could be removed from the green list. So I think that what we have to look at really as a destination, I mean, yeah, you talk about the protocols, etc. But one of the things that really will help us to avoid having things of that nature is if we get our vaccination rate to a higher level, and that has to be a focus of the country as we move forward.
The St. Lucia Labour Party released its manifesto to the electorate ahead of the July 26 polls. Solange Alfred of HTS News Force reports.
The SLP says it is running on a platform to stabilize the economy, reposition St. Lucia for growth, and restore good and honest governance.
To stabilize our economy and save jobs, businesses, and families, we will provide income tax relief to low and middle-income households. That means persons earning $4,000 a month and less will not pay income tax. This will put more cash in the hands of nurses, police officers, teachers, secretaries, public servants, hotel workers, technicians, and many others who will not pay tax on the first $48,000 of yearly income.
Political leader SLP Philip J. Pierre heavily focused on debt assessment and management, outlining the numerous ways the St. Lucia Labour Party aims to restore the island to a better economic standing.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick.
Trinidad and Tobago is a place where Venezuelans have sought refuge from the political and economic crisis in their own country. But according to opposition leader of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, the tide has changed very fast. Addressing the United National Congress's virtual report on Monday, she stated that Venezuelans are now eager to leave Trinidad and Tobago. TV6's Alicia Boucher has the details.
Venezuelans who had come to Trinidad and Tobago looking for a better place because we were like a paradise, they are now fleeing. Venezuelans are actually lining up by the hundreds to escape Trinidad and Tobago. Imagine when they fled from their country because they could not find jobs or food. They're now saying, you know what? Between Maduro and Rowley, we choose Maduro. We are going back to Maduro.
That's Kamla Prasad-Bissasa's response to a repatriation exercise that took place last weekend, where around 700 Venezuelans returned to their country on a vessel sent by their government. Some made a decision to leave, reportedly because of an inability to support themselves financially amid the COVID-19 pandemic, which, among other things, has caused the employment market to contract. According to the opposition leader, the situation in TNT is mirroring that of Venezuela.
They say that Rowley is doing to TNT, the Venice tell us, in the same way that Maduro did to Venezuela. There is not a single sector of our economy which Rowley has not demolished. He destroyed our oil and gas sector. Today, we have junkyards across the country. Petrotrin is a scrapyard. At Pointe-a-Pitre, you go down to Point 14, you even go to Santa Flora, all these places have become ghost places, turned into scrapyards and ghost towns.
Prasad-Bissasa says the country is facing an economic pandemic where people struggle to meet basic needs such as food.
And you know what? It's not only the Venezuelan refugees who are fleeing our country. Foreign direct investment is also leaving our country.
According to the UNC leader, the statistics aren't looking good.
United Nations on Trade and Development reports, which reviews FDI, foreign direct investment globally. And in that latest report, they place Trinidad and Tobago as the worst in the region. As if that's not bad enough. We are second worst in the world among small island developing states. That's where we've come.
And Prasad-Bissasa says over the past few years, FDI has been on the decline and is now at minus $9.5 billion. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
Over to Guyana, the Police Service Commission there has filed an urgent application in the High Court asking the court to reverse a suspension order that was issued by President Irfan Ali. Gordon Mosley of News Source Guyana has some details.
Exactly 1 month ago, President Ali suspended all 5 members of the Police Service Commission, including its chairman, former Assistant Commissioner of Police Paul Slow, with immediate effect pending a tribunal hearing. Mr. Slow and his attorneys have since declared that the suspension was illegal and unlawful, as it did not follow the Constitution and will therefore be disregarded. The Police Service Commission is also seeking a declaration from the court that the Commission, as presently constituted, remains competent and responsible to fulfill its constitutional mandate, including the appointments to any office in the police force up or above the rank of inspector, in accordance with the Constitution. The PSC also wants the High Court to order that the ranks who were recently promoted by the PSC were properly promoted. The body is requesting an order of mandamus directed to the Secretary of the Police Service Commission, requiring the Secretary to prepare formal letters to the ranks named on the official list of promotions compiled and signed by the Commission on the 28th of June, informing those ranks of the Commission's decision to promote them and of their particulars of their respective promotion in accordance with convention and the respondent Secretary's proper role as Secretary to the Police Service Commission. Further, the PSC also wants an order directed to the responding secretary, requiring the secretary to have a government order prepared, giving effect to the promotions set out in the promotion list, and to instruct the principal personnel officer to publish the government order. In court papers filed by attorneys Selwyn Peters, Dexter Todd, and Dexter Smart, they have detailed how there were attempts by the president and other officials of the government to influence the work of the Police Service Commission. The High Court application also told of how the president made several phone calls to the PSC chairman, seeking information about the status of promotions for some senior ranks. The attorneys also explained that a court case brought by Senior Superintendent Calvin Brutus to block the promotions was dismissed by the Chief Justice, thereby clearing the way for the promotions to move ahead. The PSC wants the High Court to grant an order directed to the Commissioner of Police to cause a special promotion order to be prepared, and for the Commissioner to give instructions to the Quartermaster to issue the newly promoted ranks as set out in the promotions list with their respective badge rank.
Did you know that your friends and family can now shop at the Food Fair from anywhere in the world, and you can receive here in Grenada? The Food Fair and GrenadaMarket.com now makes it possible through secure online shopping and personalized customer service. Simply send your loved ones a list of your preferred items or let them fill an online basket, and the items will be available for pickup or delivery. Visit GrenadaMarket.com or thefoodfair.gd today for more details. The new norm. Spread the news.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.